Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Fans express concern as Tammy Slaton seems thirsty for young TikTok girls. Fans of 1,000 pounds. Sisters are increasingly concerned after Tammy Slaton appeared thirsty for young girls on TikTok. For those who are unaware, Tammy does have an active account on the short video creation platform. She posts several times a week. And it isn't uncommon for her to post multiple times a day. Recently, some of her duets on the platform have been more than a little concerning and disturbing for fans. In fact, some insist the TLC personality seems thirsty for the young girls on the site. Is Tammy being inappropriate with teenage girls? There's really no way for us to say for sure. But we did a little digging. And here's what fans seem to be having issues with. Tammy Slaton's duets with young girls deemed creepy and concerning. Duetting and reacting to videos uploaded by another creator on TikTok is a pretty normal part of being on the platform. People will duet a dance video for a couple different reasons. First, they duet it so they can react to it. Or they duet it so they can dance too. 1,000 pounds. Sisters fans, however, don't really care for Tammy Slaton duetting with underage girls. Recently, she duetted with a girl who was determined to be just 17 years old. And fans thought the whole thing felt creepy and concerning. Many took to the comments to point out that the girl in the video was just 17. Now, there were some who just saw this as an innocent video of Tammy enjoying the sight. Others, however, note her facial expressions are the cause for concern. One individual pointed out Tammy biting her lip during the do. This is an action normally linked to someone being thirsty for the person they are watching on this platform. Fans make it clear they could care less if Tammy is interested in being with women. But they definitely think she should focus on finding women who are more age-appropriate for her to thirst after. Does she have a habit of doing this? One concerned fan of Tammy Slaton notes this is concerning because she often duets with very young creators on the platform. To be clear, we have no reason to believe the TLC personality has done anything other than create and upload videos on the platform. In a surprising turn of events that has both shocked and confused fans, 1,000 pounds sisters star Tammy Slaton is once again in the social media spotlight. This time for her behavior on TikTok. While Tammy's online presence has always been unpredictable, her recent interactions with noticeably younger women have fans deeply worried. Many are calling her behavior thirsty, inappropriate, and a sign of deeper issues that she may still be struggling to confront. Tammy's journey on 1,000 pounds sisters has been nothing short of emotional. Viewers have watched her battle food addiction, respiratory failure, near-death hospitalizations, and a hard-fought road toward recovery. Over time, she has become an unlikely reality TV hero. A woman who faced impossible odds and managed to lose over 400 pounds after years of struggle. But as her health improved, fans hoped her emotional well-being would follow. Unfortunately, her recent online activity has left some wondering whether Tammy's self-esteem and boundaries have taken a hit instead. A new obsession on TikTok. Tammy has long used TikTok as her go-to platform for connecting with fans. Over the past few months, she's developed a devoted following, with viewers applauding her transformation, her sass, and her newfound confidence. But recently, her comment section tells a different story. Eagle-eyed followers have noticed Tammy frequently commenting on the posts of young female creators, most appearing to be in their late teens or early 20s. Some of her messages are playful, while others seem flirtatious or overly familiar. "Girl, you're so fine," she wrote on one young influencer's dance video, followed by several heart emojis. Another comment read, "If I were younger, I'd be in your DMs for sure, face blowing a kiss. While some brushed it off as harmless fun, others were taken aback. "Tammy, you're 38 years old. This looks weird," one fan wrote. Screenshots of these interactions quickly circulated across fan forums, and soon enough, 1,000 pounds sisters discussion boards on Reddit lit up with threads titled things like, "What's going on with Tammy's TikTok behavior?" and "Tammy needs someone to take away her phone." Fans weigh in. The concern from Tammy's loyal followers is palpable. Many have defended her in the past, supporting her through every health scare and personal struggle. But this time, even her biggest supporters seem uneasy. "She's been through so much, but this isn't the attention she needs," one fan commented. "It's giving desperate energy. I hope she realizes her worth doesn't depend on random TikTok girls liking her back." Another wrote, "Tammy's acting like a teenager in a grown woman's body. I get that she's enjoying her new confidence, but there's a difference between self-love and being inappropriate." Others, however, took a more sympathetic tone, suggesting that Tammy's behavior might stem from loneliness. She lost her husband Caleb not long ago. She's grieving and trying to fill that emotional void. I think she just wants to feel seen and appreciated again. That comment struck a chord with many, because Caleb Willingham's death last year deeply affected Tammy. The two met at a weight loss rehab center and fell in love during their shared journey toward health. Their marriage, though short-lived, was an emotional anchor for Tammy. Since his passing, she's spoken candidly about feeling lost and struggling to adjust to life without him. Some fans suspect Tammy's behavior might be less about thirst and more about seeking validation. After years of being mocked for her weight and criticized for her personality, she's finally getting attention, and she seems unwilling to let it go. Psychologists often describe this kind of behavior as attention-seeking through overcompensation. In Tammy's case, it might make sense. She spent years isolated, often confined to her home or a hospital bed. Now, with newfound freedom and confidence, she may be experimenting with how to express herself. Still, some fans think Tammy needs a reality check. Confidence is great, but there's a line, a user wrote on Facebook. If the girls are half your age, maybe don't call them sexy. It just looks bad. TLC and family's possible reaction. As of now, TLC has not commented on Tammy's social media antics, but 1,000-Pound Sisters producers are known to monitor cast behavior closely, especially when it could affect the show's image. Some fans are already speculating that Tammy's behavior could be addressed in the upcoming season. Her sister, Amy Slaton, is said to be aware of the situation. While Amy has always stood by Tammy's side, she's also known for her protective instincts. Amy won't want her sister to get dragged online again, one fan speculated. If it starts getting out of hand, she'll say something. Meanwhile, Nanny Darlene, the sister's no-nonsense mother, would likely have strong opinions of her own. Fans joked that she'd tell Tammy to put the phone down and go touch grass. Tammy's silence. Despite the chatter online, Tammy hasn't directly addressed the criticism. Instead, she's continued posting her usual mix of lip syncs, selfies, and short motivational videos. In one recent clip, she simply said, "People will always talk. I'm doing me." That comment only fueled speculation. Was she referring to the backlash? Possibly. If so, it might be her way of asserting her independence, something she's fought hard to gain. Still, there's a fine line between empowerment and recklessness. Fans want to see Tammy thrive, not fall into another public controversy. They've cheered for her through every triumph, from walking without oxygen to dancing again. Seeing her risk her reputation for fleeting online validation feels painful to many who have rooted for her growth. The bigger picture. At its core, this situation shines a light on a bigger issue. How fame and social media intersect for reality stars like Tammy. When someone's life has been broadcast for years, boundaries blur. Attention, good or bad, can become addictive. Tammy's story is one of survival and transformation. But as she continues navigating her new chapter, she faces a test that isn't physical but emotional. How to stay grounded in a world where likes, comments, and followers can distort one's sense of self. One longtime fan summed it up perfectly in a TikTok reaction. "We love Tammy because she's real. But she's gotta realize that real doesn't mean reckless. Confidence should lift her up, not make her act out." Where Tammy goes from here. Only time will tell whether Tammy will pull back from this behavior or double down on her bold persona. If the past is any indication, she'll likely surprise everyone, she always does. For now, fans continue to send messages of concern and encouragement. Many hope she'll redirect her energy toward more positive outlets, like mental health advocacy or connecting with other women who've gone through similar transformations. No one can deny Tammy Slaton's resilience. But as her TikTok journey takes this strange new turn, one thing's certain. The world is still watching, hoping that this time, she doesn't lose herself while trying to be seen.